Hello world! So in this video you can get to know me. Obviously I don't really have anyone following me. Maybe I've got about like 38, 39 subscribers on YouTube, and those are most probably people who actually know me already. So basically I've asked ChatGPT to ask some questions that I can answer to that helps people get to know me. So I've got my little laptop here with me and I'm going to answer some questions. So the first question is, what is your name and what should viewers call you? So my name is Reka. It's spelled R-E-K-A and most people pronounce it as Reka or Rika. It is Reka, and I'm also saying it in such a weird accent. So if I want to say it really in Hungarian, I would say Reka, Reka, not Reka. Reka. Try if you want. It is Reka. It's like, break. That's how you can probably remember. Viewers can also call me Reka. Where are you from? I am from Hungary, northern Hungary. I am from a small village up north, close to the Slovakian border, still about an hour away from Budapest. How old are you? Only if you're comfortable sharing. Of course I'm comfortable, it's not a problem. I'm years old. What do you do for work or study? I am a flight attendant. I'm a flight attendant for a short-haul airline here in the UK. Don't think I would share much more on that, unless there are more questions. If there are any, ask in the comment section. So weird. What are your hobbies? So I want to say all the sporty things I do. I mean, obviously, I don't do them professionally, so I guess they fall into this category. So I want to say I love running and I love climbing, and it's just love running. Doesn't sound right in one sentence. Love running. Weird, isn't it? It's just the basics. Nothing specific. I love spending time with my friends. I love a good board game night. I love going out for a walk. I know it's gonna sound really boring and cliche, but I love to watch a good movie, or sometimes I binge watch good shows. So I do those kind of stuff. I don't really do anything as specifically. I feel like what takes up most of my life is obviously spending time with my partner and doing things together, but on top of that, obviously work is quite a big one. And then in my free time, I also like to focus on running and climbing and just moving my body. So I think that's quite a big part of my life. And then whatever time I have left, I would probably watch a movie or organize something with friends. So next big category is my personality. How would your friends describe you? Why don't we ask them? I don't know. It's a good question. I'll ask them. But probably, I think they would say funny, easy to hang out with, kind. I don't know, approachable. Love you guys. What's fun fact about you? I don't know, up until 2018 I spoke no English, which was 8 years ago. I feel like it's quite a long time, but when you learn a second language, it's probably not that much of a time to improve so much, because obviously my English is not excellent, but it's pretty good compared to how I moved to the United States in 2018, knowing pretty much zero English. My speech was horrendous. I did understand some English, but not great. I want to say 30%, and my speech was a good 5 to 10%. Not great, really not great. So I moved to the United States not knowing any English. Is it a fun fact? Lived there for 2 years, pretty cool. What's something people are surprised to learn about you? Probably the fact that I moved to the United States in 2018 not knowing any English. That's quite surprising to people. I don't know. You tell me. I'm telling you all these things. I'm answering all these questions, and then in the comment section, you tell me what was the most surprising thing to learn about me. Are you an introvert, extrovert, or somewhere in between? Definitely an extrovert. I do love my me time, 100%. I require me time, but I can't have too much of it because it takes me places that are not great mentally. I'm not gonna lie, I really need human connections quite a lot. So yeah, that's why I'll find it really hard to them now to live alone for the next 18 months. It's crazy. It's gonna be so much fun. What's your biggest strength? My biggest strength is probably making connections with people, making friends, to adopt my communication style to anyone. That's why it's so interesting, because I have so many different types of friends. Maybe if they met, they wouldn't really get on, but I just get on with so many different type of people. Like, I find it really hard to adjust when it comes to like interactions and social connections and things like that. So I think that's pretty cool. It makes my extrovert life easier, 100%. And now about my interests. What's your favorite movie, TV show, or book? Okay, I'm gonna start with book. So I don't really read very often, and that's because I find it really hard to focus on one thing for a prolonged period of time. I want to say that's because I've got quite a few personality traits that is similar to symptoms of ADHD. I did have a session with a psychiatrist, and he said he would not be able to diagnose me with ADHD because he doesn't think I have ADHD. I definitely have personality traits. So I guess that's one of them. But if I find a book that is really, 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 really interesting to me, I can just sit and read it. Like, I've read books like that before. I don't really often read fiction and novels anymore. I prefer educational books on self-development, things like that. So I would say one of my favorite books is The Atomic Habits. I think it's a really good book. And then there is another one, it's called Staring at the Sun by Yalom, and it is for people who struggle with the fear of death. So if you're someone who can relate, I highly recommend the book. It's an excellent, excellent read. I don't know why, but I felt like it helped. Every time I read that book, it just soothes me. It's soothing. Yeah. So I love those two books. I loved Jane Eyre. What a classic. I love that book. I also read it in Hungarian back in school many years ago. I love that book. So that's book. TV show. So from childhood through teen years to present, Gilmore Girls. Like, I'm a big Gilmore Girls fan. Later in life, I discovered Friends, to be exact, 5 years ago. And I absolutely freaking adore Friends. So it's that. I guess those two are my favorite shows. I love Outlander. I'm currently watching Outlander. I'm at the 7th season, and I'm hoping to finish the next month, because then I'll cancel my MGM whatever Amazon Plus subscription. Probably my top 3 favorite shows. I also love Normal People. I binge watched it way more times than it's embarrassing to admit. Does it make sense? Anyway, too many times. I love shows like Breaking Bad. I watched Breaking Bad. I loved Breaking Bad. There are so many shows I love, but I want to say like top 3s currently, those 3. Oh, sorry, I'm currently on a home standby from 11 a.m. till 7 p.m. and currently 20 to 1, and one flight's check-in is delayed. I can easily get cold still, which I might get. I've been on standby since Sunday, every day, same time, and I have not been cold once. And today is the last day of my standby block, and usually how it works, just the odds. I just get a cold today, but I'm prepared, so it's all good. It is what it is. If I get cold, I get cold. Cool. Favorite movie? Favorite movie. Don't ask me these questions. I don't know. I don't really have any. I love Shawshank Redemption. I think it's one of the best movies ever made. I love Bronx Tale. I love Tarantino movies. I love Kill Bill. Probably Kill Bill is my favorite Tarantino movie. I love loads of movies. I don't really have one favorite movie. I love Jurassic Park. I love Indiana Jones. I love the Star Wars movies. I love Harry Potter. I love loads of movies. I love movies in general. What music do you listen to? I listen to genuinely anything and everything. It depends on my mood and the activity I do. Like if I run, I listen to loads of drum and bass. And you know, I love indie rock, Bon Iver, Justin Vernon in general. I love Amy Winehouse. I love Hungarian artists as well. I'm not gonna list this because you don't know. If you are Hungarian and watch, I love Kispál és a Borz. I'm a big Kispál és a Borz fan, as well as 30Y. I love alternative rock, Hungarian alternative rock, 100%. There is this artist called, I think it's called 49th and Main, and they're incredible. I really love them. I'm really bad at defining genre of music, so I don't know how you would define the genre of that music. Shall we look it up? Okay, house. Cool. So signature jazz and indie take on house music. Look it up. 49th and Main. Yeah, house, basically house music with like elements of drum and bass and jazz, and it's really fun. Okay, what's your favorite food? I don't have favorite food. I'm a big foodie. I love food. I don't really like tomatoey food. Never really liked tomatoey food for some reason. I love tomatoes, but I don't really love tomatoey food. I know that usually it's the other way around for people, but even like as a child, I always needed pizza with like sour creamy base instead of tomato base. I've also never been a cheese person. I don't know. I work weird. But basically, there is this one dish my partner's been making, and it's like a pasta bolognese, like a vegetable pasta bolognese with fake beef mince, and it's made with arrabbiata sauce, and it's mega. It's amazing. I love that. I love a burger, Beyond Burger to be precise. I love loads of different types of food. I love different cuisine. Like when I lived in America in my second year, I lived with an Indian family and I ate Indian food for a year every day, and it was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. I love dosa masala. It's a South Indian dish. Look it up. Look around if there is a South Indian restaurant nearby and try it, because it's incredible. Yeah, I love a kebab, gyros kind of meal. Pizza. I love pizza. I love food. I don't really have one specific favorite thing. I love stir fry as well. Love sushi, things like that. I'm quite normal in that sense. Do you have any pets? I do not know. I do not have any pets at the moment. I did have a dog growing up. I was 8 years old when we got him, and he lived for 16 years. A beautiful dog. I lost 46 years ago, which is quite upsetting. And then 2023, 2024, we inherited a cat named Honey from my partner's parents. It was my partner's family cat, basically, and she lived her last year of her life with us, and she was probably the most cuddly cat I've ever met in my life. She was adorable. She's got loads of white hair, and I still see and find white hair sometimes, which I find crazy. But yeah, we loved her. I'm a massive dog person, but since we had Honey, I've kind of liked cats as well, but Honey person to dog person. And then now recently we've got the cat 3 doors down, and he loves coming here. Especially in the winter, he spends hours in our house. It's crazy. It's beautiful, by the way. Not really cuddly though. You can stroke him for like 5 seconds and he's like, thank you very much, that was enough. And he excuses himself. He comes in, he eats, and then he leaves. We shouldn't feed him. Yes, we know, but what can we do? We love him. We think that family's got 2 big dogs. We think that he doesn't like the dogs, and we see him on the street a lot, so he doesn't really spend much time with his family. But every time the family arrives, I can see him run to the family car. So he obviously loves his family, but I think we are his second family, I want to believe. What's your dream travel destination everywhere in this world? Everywhere. I love Bali. I've been to Bali and I absolutely loved Bali, and I would love to go back. I have a big obsession with Bali. I don't know why. The food, the culture, the people, the place itself is just absolutely gorgeous. Southeast Asia in general, have not traveled anywhere else in Southeast Asia yet, but I would love to. I would love to see South America, Africa. Yeah, loads. I would love to see. I haven't seen many countries in Europe in general either. I've never been to France. I've never been to the Czech Republic. Like loads to go to. It's so weird because I'm a flight attendant, but I don't travel that much, I want to say. I've been to Africa. I've obviously lived in America. I've been to Asia. I've been to loads of countries, but yeah. Oh, yes, I would love to go to Norway. Norway is definitely on top of my bucket list. Like Norway in the winter to see the Northern Lights, and Norway in the summer to see all those absolutely gorgeous places. Honestly, if you don't know, look it up. Shall we just move on? YouTube journey, not much. Anyway, why did you start this channel? Good question. I just felt like, I don't know, I felt this inner urge to express or use my creativity to express myself using this tool. You know, some people paint, some people write songs. For me, it was, I want to create content. I would like to create videos. I like to create something that people find entertaining and find joy and pleasure in watching it. So yeah, I think that's my answer. What kind of videos can people expect? Daily vlogs, fun ideas like topics. My content would be for someone who wakes up on a Saturday early morning and just want to chill, or a Sunday afternoon and just turns YouTube on. Do we say turns YouTube? Like clicks on YouTube, and I just want to chill and just have a good time and a good laugh. Like that's what I want. Yeah, I'm just here to entertain. Not even like to share my life specifically. I mean, that's what I do. Like I do this by sharing my life or via sharing my life. And I think it's like really scary to get really vulnerable on the internet. Obviously, I choose to do this. That's the answer. I guess what I was trying to say here is that I'm not here to convince people that I live some incredibly exciting or extraordinary life. I'm just sharing my life as it is in a way that's hopefully entertaining. What's your goal for this channel? I don't really have any goal for this channel other than hopefully people find joy watching it and I can find satisfaction in making these videos. How often do you plan to upload? Probably every week, every 2 weeks. It depends on how much energy and mental capacity and time I have to edit videos, because editing videos is so hard. I swear, it's just so hard. It takes me absolutely days, and sometimes I just get bored of it. So I've already uploaded 2 videos on this channel last year, and I think I just got bored editing them so quickly, unfortunately. But yeah, that was about my YouTube journey. Shall we move on to personal stories? What's a memorable moment in your life? Probably one of the most memorable moments of my life was when I lived in America and I did this hike to Lake Serene in Washington State and hiked so much. I think it was a 3-hour hike uphill. It was really difficult. We were sweating there and there were a bunch of people. It was quite a popular hike and we got there about 12:30 in the afternoon and we got to this big rock that we could all sit down and we were just eating. Everyone was just so disappointed. We worked so hard to get here and see the beauty and it was just nothing there. It was just fog. You could not see a thing. So it was just like sitting there, everyone was eating, you know, getting fueled for the hike down. And then at some point someone said like, look, and then they pointed up and you could see the tiny bit of the top of the mountain. And they were like, ooh, that's so cool. And then 10 minutes passed and then you could just see a little bit more and then you could see the sunshine as well. And we just knew what was happening. We knew that the fog was disappearing and lots of people had given up. They were like, all right, I'm not staying here. And they just off. If they had been more patient, they would have seen what we got to see, because I can't describe with words how beautiful it was. It was probably one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. And there were a group of friends doing this hike and they had a speaker and they were sitting quite close to me. They put this song on, Claire de Lune. Dun, 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 dun. You know, we were all just sitting there. The air was so fresh and you could see this turquoise blue lake and the mountains and the sun, and it made me cry. It was so beautiful. So yeah, That's probably one of the most memorable moments in my life. What's your proudest achievement? Probably running a marathon.
Why are you running?
It's somewhere up there. Getting promoted at an airline in England, being a non-native speaker, becoming a cabin manager, we call it senior cabin crew member. It's kind of a big one for me, coming from an Eastern European country. Yeah. What's something you are currently working towards? Surviving the next year and a half alone. I don't really know. I have to think about that. Quick fire questions. Ooh, quick fire questions. I love those. Coffee or tea? Coffee. Sweet or savory? Ooh. Savory. Savory. But I do have to have sweets after dinner, always. Sunrise or sunset? Sunset. Beach or mountains? Don't do this to me. Mountains. Cats or dogs? Dogs. Morning person or night owl? Morning person. Summer or winter? Summer. Do you know what? I love winter. I love Christmas. I love snow. But I don't like to be cold. I just hate cold. That's a hard one. Books or films? Films for me. Android or iPhone? I've got an iPhone. It's such a silly question, by the way. Pizza or burgers? Don't do this to me. This is mean. Probably pizza. But it needs to be a really good pizza. Otherwise, burgers. What's on your bucket list? Lots of traveling. I would love to do lots of voluntary work in animal shelters. It's kind of on my bucket list. Never done it. I've got a couple of things I don't want to share that are on my bucket list. Yeah, I just don't want to share them. I guess that was it. Obviously, if you liked this video and you don't want to miss out on future fun videos, then subscribe, click on the like button, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Long video.